Okay, so far we've typed our term paper with references. Microsoft Word, we have some images that we prepared for our online tech and design blog or our online magazine that we're creating in WordPress. That term paper is going to be the text of our first article in that blog, and we'll include some images. You signed up for a WordPress account, you verified it through your email. We created our first post with text, a read more line. We inserted some images. We inserted a slider and tiled images. And we also added a feature image. Now we're going to see how we can add a video. So I'm going to click somewhere within this article, hit enter, and I'm going to go to add media. And we want to insert a YouTube video. You could search for the topic. So if I say vintage ads, search, and it'll come up with all kinds of vintage ads here. Or I can open up YouTube, find the ad ahead of time, or find the video ahead of time. And I could highlight the URL here, or the title, or I could click share, highlight this URL down here, and post or paste that right here in search, and you can find any specific video you know you want ahead of time. I think I'm going to select this one, and then we can say insert. And it shows up as an iframe or as a link here, but when I update this, now you can also see we have that featured images down here. I can change that here. I can update it, and then we'll see in a little bit how we can view that video. Give it a second. All right. There's a couple other things we can do over here. We can change some of the layout of this page if you want. I think we should keep it as standard. You can also make it a side, audio, all these type of things, but I'm going to keep it as standard for now. I could add a new category, sort of a tag, sort of like a tag, but a category for my post. So I could add a category. I could call this advertising. You know, this will help the search engine find my article. Also, if I have more than one article in this magazine, viewers could search for that category. I could add even more categories. I could also put tags. Tags are keywords that describe my term paper or my article. So vintage ads, comma, advertising, comma, magazine articles, whatever you want. All kinds of keywords that can help you. All right? And then we would update any of those changes. Once that's updated, we can view the post. This computer seems to be moving a little slow today. All right, so there's my post with the featured image, other images, and there's my YouTube video embedded in there. You can also click here to view it on YouTube. And once again, there's my slider and my tile mosaic. I can go back. And there we are. Now let's see how we can add new pages. So those were all posts. Once again, those posts all show up on the home page. Now I can go to pages. By default, we have the about page. So let's edit that. Okay, you can change the name of that here if you want. There should be some default text here. And what I would do is just put a little information about you as the author and maybe some information about your online magazine, your tech and design magazine, whatever you want to call it. So it can be real factual information, or you can sort of make things up and be creative. Okay, so I did some changes on my about page. I can also add images to this, videos, whatever I want, and I'm going to update. Give it a second, and that's done. Go back to my pages. I can also add a new page. And I do want you guys to do this one. This is going to be our contact page. So let me enter the title of the page here. Now these pages will show up in the navigation bar. Okay? So if you call it contact, the navigation button will show up as contact. Your posts don't show up in the navigation bar. The links don't. The posts all show up on your home page as content. Okay, so back to my contact page. I could say something like contact tech and design, whatever you want to put. Hit enter. I can highlight this text, change the size just like we did before. I'm going to say heading 3. All right. Then down here, I'm going to insert a navigation bar. I'm sorry, a contact form. Right here, add contact form. And they have a pre-built one here. Name, email, website. Well, maybe I don't want to say website. I could edit it or take it away. And comment. Well, I'm going to add a new field. And I want this to be a label. I'm sorry, I want the label to say phone number. And what type of field I want this. You have all these choices for this, so I'm going to keep it a text. We also have text areas, or they can put whole comments in there. All right, good. Well, I can move this guy. I can just drag this guy up here. So I can say I want their name, email, phone number, and a comment. You can put whatever you want on this. I'm going to put those. I'm going to say save. Okay. Now let's go to email notifications. And where do you want the email to be sent to, and what should the subject line be? So if you don't want to go to your default email, you can put an email address in here. So I would probably put my email address in there if you wanted to. What should the subject of the line be? So when you get an email from one of your viewers, what subject is going to show up in your email? I'm going to say tech and design magazine comments. You can do whatever you want. Say whatever you want. Save. And add this form to my post. There you go. There's a code for that. But you'll see when we publish it and preview it, you'll be able to see the actual contact form. This page is going a little bit slow today. View page. There we are. Okay, pretty handy contact form. Secure. All the back-end side is managed by the WordPress.com. Okay, so let's click through this website. We got tech and design. Click on that. That's the home page with our post. I can read the entire post here. There's a page with a featured image, images, videos, slider, and tiled mosaics. Good. Go back to my home page. We also have the about page. And like I said, please add some information here, images, whatever you want. We have the contact page with our working contact form, which goes to whatever email address you put up there. Okay, so we got a pretty good completed website. All of our content's in there. Now we can make some changes to the widgets on the side here. We can make some changes to the font, title, and colors. We can definitely make some changes to our header, background, and even some of the widgets down here we can change. So we can do some customization to this website, and we're going to do that in our next video.